Hi guys, welcome to the Healthcare channel. Today's video we will talk about 10 reasons to quit smoking. To quit or to not quit? It looks like a no-brainer, doesn't it? Truth be told, it's not always that straightforward. If you've been brooding about quitting smoking, are within the process of quitting, or need an additional push to urge started, here are some pointers which will help inspire you. 1. Smelling like smoke. There's no mistaking the smell of cigarette smoke, and it isn't one many of us describe favorably. Stephen Schroeder, MD, director of the Smoking Cessation Leadership Center at the University of California at San Francisco, says that smokers are commonly self-conscious about the smell of smoke on their clothes and in their hair, and therefore the smell of their breath is one among particular sensitivity to most smokers. Some of the media campaigns have compared kissing a smoker to licking an ashtray, Schroeder says. Enough said. 2. Sense of smell and taste. Smelling like an ashtray is not the only impact smoking has on the nose. Smokers also experience a dulling of their senses. Smell and taste, especially, take success once you smoke. Smokers can't appreciate the taste of the many foods as intensely as they did before smoking, but it's really the loss of the sense of smell that diminishes the power to taste, notes Andrew Spielman, DMD, PhD, Associate Dean for Tutorial Affairs and Professor of Basic Science and Craniofacial Biology at the NYU School of Dentistry. Inhaling the recent fumes of cigarette smoke is toxic to the senses. Some smokers realize that foods don't taste the way they want to, but the method is often quite gradual, making it difficult to detect. Quitting brings a swift return of the senses. I can't tell you ways many smokers who have successfully quit come to the clinic and say eating may be a totally different experience, says Michael Fiore, MD, MPH, founder, and director of the University of Wisconsin Center for Tobacco Research and Intervention. The pleasure of eating is dramatically enhanced when smokers quit. And it happens within a couple of days but can continue for up to 3 to 6 months. 3. Premature aging. One of the chief and significant causes of premature aging of the face is smoking, Fiore says. Skin changes, like leathery skin and deep wrinkling, are more likely in people that are regular smokers. Consistent with the American Academy of Dermatology, smoking results in biochemical changes within the body that speed the aging process. For instance, smoking deprives the living skin tissue of oxygen by causing constriction of the blood vessels. As a result, blood doesn't get to your organs as easily, which includes the skin. Another classic smoker giveaway is tar staining of the hands and skin from holding cigarettes. Burning cigarette smoke is most apparent around the face, and that I think that what we sometimes see is staining of the skin from the tars and other deadly toxins in tobacco smoke. Muscle actions required to inhale cause the classic smoker's wrinkles around the mouth. 4. Social pressures. Schroeder cites a study published within the New England Journal of Drugs in 2008, which checked out the dynamics of smoking in large social networks as a neighborhood of the Framingham Heart Study. The study, which happened during the amount between 1971 and 2003, examined smoking behavior and therefore the extent to which groups of widely connected people have an impact on quitting. One of the findings was that smokers have increasingly moved to the fringes of social networks. Smokers became marginalized, Schroeder says. Joyce Wilde, a little business owner and former smoker in Pittsburgh, remembers feeling marginalized when she smoked heavily. Smoking really messed with my self-concept, Wilde tells WebMD. I usually hid somewhere and smoked so nobody would see me. The experience of smoking embarrassed me and that I felt weakened by it, both physically and emotionally. The reasons for the increasing unpopularity of smoking and diminished social standing of these who still illuminate likely has roots in our increased understanding of the health implications of smoking, not only for the smoker, except for those inhaling second-hand smoke also. The reason for clean indoor air ordinances is to guard the healthy non-smoker against the known danger of poisons of second-hand smoke, Fiore says. It's not just the inconvenience of it makes my clothes smell bad once I attend to get a drink, it's that risk from the carcinogens and side stream smoke, a number of which are at higher concentrations than direct smoke. 5. Finding a mate. Anyone who has perused the dating advertisements in papers, magazines or online, has seen quite his or her justifiable share of the phrase, "No smokers, please." Long after quitting smoking on a day-to-day, Wilde found herself once more reaching for cigarettes during the stressful time of her divorce. She was a decade older than when she last smoked and at the time, living in Southern California where she felt the competition within the singles market was stiff. Smoking, she says, only added to the challenge of finding a replacement mate after her marriage ended. After I crossed 40, the dating scene became harder because my peers were watching people much younger, so if you add smoking into that, it's even harder, Wilde says. That's not surprising to Fiore. There may be a general sense that I'd preferably be with someone who didn't smell sort of a dirty ashtray, he says. 6. Impotence. If smoking generally adds a hurdle to finding a replacement partner, impotence sure doesn't help. Yet smoking increases the probabilities of impotence dramatically for men by affecting blood vessels, including people who must dilate so as for an erection to occur. It's been said within the scientific literature that one among the 4 most powerful messages to teenage boys is that not only does it cause you to smell like an ashtray and nobody wants to kiss a smoker, but it can cause impotence or impact your erections. It is a message that's frequently wont to motivate adolescent boys to step far away from cigarettes. 7. Increased infections. You may realize the long-term health risks related to smoking, but did you realize that smoking also causes you to more vulnerable to seasonal cases of flu and colds? People do not realize what proportion more frequently smokers get viral, bacterial and other infections, Fiore says. Tiny hairs called cilia that line the tract, including the trachea and bronchial tubes, are designed to guard us against infection. Cilia are constantly waving during a way that grabs bacteria and viruses that get into the trachea and pushes them up and out so we cough them out and swallow them and destroy them with our stomach acids, Fiore explains. One of the toxic effects of cigarette smoke is that it paralyzes the cilia, thereby destroying this core protective mechanism. That's why smokers have numerous more infections. Within a month of quitting, however, your cilia start performing their protective role once more. 8. You are a danger to others. Second-hand smoke is estimated to cause 50,000 deaths per annum. It's no wonder, quite 4,500 separate chemicals are found during a puff of tobacco smoke, and quite 40 of these are known carcinogens. It takes little or no second-hand smoke to trigger an attack or stroke in someone who is predisposed thereto condition, Schroeder says. The ingredients in smoke cause platelets, the fabric in our blood that helps it clot, become sticky. This increases the danger of heart attacks. There are a variety of studies to point out that when a community goes smoke-free, the proportion of heart attacks seen at the hospitals goes down by 20% or 30%, Schroeder says. 9. Impact on physical activity. Many smokers report a diminished ability over time to comfortably do things as simple as climbing a group of stairs or enjoying sports activities they once easily took part in, like volleyball or jogging. According to Schroeder, even young athletes in otherwise top fitness don't perform also if they smoke because, over time, smoking causes the lungs and heart to figure harder. 10. Live healthier and longer. The body is often more forgiving than you think that. The risks of heart condition, stroke, and lots of other medical problems eventually return thereto of a never smoker. Studies show that at any age, you'll live longer if you stop smoking. Case in point. It's never too late to profit from quitting. We also offer a comprehensive Commit to Quit smoking cessation program at our hospital for those that truly want to prevent smoking. You'll be paired with a trained tobacco cessation specialist to personally guide you and assist you to interrupt your addiction forever. We would like to put you on the road to a replacement and healthier life. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more recommendations on health, relationship, lifestyle and other helpful information to form life easier.